You unlock this door with the key of good intention. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sadness. A dimension of lonely nights. A dimension of neglect. You're moving into a land of both rejection and frustration. You've just crossed over into the friend zone. Greetings and salutations, everybody. My name is Axe, and I'm here with someone very special that you all know.
Oh,
I'm
thank
here.
you.
I'm here with Raider
Oh,
and
BFFs.
BMS full.
Sorry, bro, but you've just been friend zoned. That's right.
And that works into today's video. So, as you all hopefully know, Team Fortress Friday is a show where every Friday I take a topic suggested by all you amazing people from the week before, and I pick one, talk about it, give opinions. Well, hopefully it gets you thinking, or it helps you out, or just maybe, I don't know, just makes you, yeah.
All happy inside?
All happy inside, exactly. And I'm here with Raider, because I know that Team Fortress Friday people say is like a good show, for like mainly me, but I want to have Raider on because one, I enjoy having people on, and two, because we've been talking about doing this friend zone video since before my channel existed.
When you were actually on our channel.
Yeah, when I was with you guys, we were talking about doing this. So when it got suggested, we're like, yeah. So this week's TFF shoutout goes to the Ultimate ID or ID, who says TFF topic: getting friend zoned.
You know who you are.
You know who you are if you've been friend zoned. Now. Yeah, I don't know. I think that there are people out there who say the friend zone does not exist, and that those who use the friend zone are just using excuses that like, oh, she doesn't like me, and you're like not really do it. But I will tell you, the friend zone does exist.
Yeah,
but
it does.
It does, because like people are like, because I don't know, if somebody's using the friend zone as an excuse for like they can't get together, like, yeah, I was gonna go out there but I got friend zoned, which I've never heard anyone say. I always hear people like, I want to be with her, but I'm kind of in the friend zone. But you can escape the friend zone.
Yeah, you can. I actually, like I said before, not too long ago, like, I actually like the friend zone simply because you actually get to know the person a lot better and quicker, probably, than you probably would with the trying to awkward date each other. Like, do you like me? I like you. I'm trying to impress you type of thing. But as friends, you know, you're just hanging out and you see the common interest a lot quicker than you would if you're trying to date somebody.
Exactly. It's like, you know, at least from what I see, like, so much dating is like people you just meet. It's like, hey, I just met you and this is crazy, but hey, let's go out sometime, you know?
I just met you. It's crazy. Have my baby.
I know. It's like you don't really know the person too well until you start dating, and then it's almost, you think about it, you're like, well, that's kind of a bad idea, you know? It's just like, hi, I don't really know you. We haven't really talked, but yeah, let's go out and just, I don't know, like.
Where's your white van again?
And like, yeah, the friend zone is. For those of you that don't know, which I think everyone knows what the friend zone is, but if you don't know what the friend zone is, it's when you like someone, and so you're really friendly to them and stuff, and they consider you a friend, and you consider them a love interest, and they don't see you in that light at all, and so you you just kind of keep doing things for them, or, you know, just are interested in them, but you don't really get anything in return. And people, it's like, oh, you know, you can't escape the friend zone because then it's the whole like, well, I don't want to lose you as a friend because you're such a good friend to me, and it's like, yeah, no, I want to be with you. Don't do this to me.
Yeah, it's nothing worse than trying to do something for somebody and like trying to get some kind of emotional response in return, and all you get is, you know, shrug, pat on the back or whatever, you know what I mean?
I wish I could find a guy like you.
Like you, yeah. I hate that so bad.
That is like if you think about that more, it is like the most insulting statement someone can get. Because if you think about it, that's like, not only am I not an option, but like you're just like totally overlooking me as like a guy, like or a person. Like,
you don't see me as an option. Like, I don't like that.
Yeah, and like girls can get friend zoned too. Like, yeah,
they can. Not to say anything, but I've actually kind of done that before to some girl.
No, no. It's like a mean thing, but it's like, you know that you're not gonna have a relationship with that person, and it's like, I don't want to just say to your face, we're not gonna have a relationship. So I'm kind of trying to like hint this whole, yeah, let's just be friends, and you know, it sucks though, because we all we all talk about how bad it is to be in the friend zone, but we all friend zone people. Like, it just happens.
Yeah. I gotta say though, like, friend zoning someone is, for me at least, a lot worse than at least knowing so is a lot worse than being friend zoned.
Knowing that you friend zoned someone.
Yeah, like because it's like, I don't want to do it, but I'm sorry. You can't say that.
No, I know what you mean, because like if you're in the friend zone, you can escape it, you can get out of it, and you can honestly. I mean, like some people say you can never win them over, but you can win that person over, or. Well, I'll get into later once we're more into the video, like how you really escape it. At least in my opinion, then you can give yours. But I don't know. I just think that I don't know. I'm a person that there are people you're gonna meet that you're gonna really like, and really like, and you're gonna lose sleep over them, and you're gonna do all this stuff. But if you're exhausting yourself repetitively and just they're not showing any interest, it's not worth some of that thing, because there is someone else out there for you. There is more people out there for you. And they say, like, there are more fish in the sea, and you're like, bullshit. And then you meet one of them, and you're like, oh, okay. But, no, it's just, I don't know. I think the friend zone is not the end of the world. Like,
no.
It's something that frustrates, and we've all gone through, especially me and you. We've been friend zoned.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, like I said, I just friend zoned you a minute ago.
But don't remind me. I'm still not over that.
I'm not over. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to bring up old wounds.
Why don't you love me? Hello.
Oh, sorry. Something happened. Yeah, I'm still here. This call got dropped me for a second.
Oh.
Sorry. No, I'm still here. I didn't leave you. I promise.
You're friend zoning me even further.
Yeah, that's one thing is when people get friend zoned, they just completely ignore the person just to kind of drop that whole thing,
Yeah. And this is how I viewed it too. If you're being friend zoned by someone and you pull away from them, like let's say you don't talk as much or whatever, and they don't ever, you know what I mean? Like, have you ever had a friend or someone you're into that if you pulled away, they don't never hey, we haven't talked in a while, they just never respond to you again? And then it's those are the people that they're not gonna, they don't really care then, and as much as we all want to win over our dream significant other, you know what I mean, if you meet someone or dream girl or dream guy, whatever it is, there are more people out there with similar things. Is as much as you are into someone, and I mean as much as you are into someone, there's always someone else out there at some point to do that. And that's if you really just can't, and you're stuck in this whole, well, I'm torturing myself because I can't be with them, but I want to be with them, but I can't. And sometimes it's just so much burden on you that they don't even notice. They don't know what's going on, and you're just I'm trying to be with you, and you're using me like a gay friend. And I just
yeah, there's a lot of people who friend zone people who don't even know they're friend zoning somebody. They just don't see you that way.
They're just oblivious, which I think at least hops into why we escape the friend zone. Unless there's anything else you want to say. I think, in my opinion,
with you.
Okay. I think my opinion of escaping the friend zone, which is the best way, and by escaping, that doesn't mean that you are always going to beat it, that just means you are going to get out of it, is honesty. If you have some other person that you're really into, and you've been friend zoned, sometimes, at least in my opinion, the best way is just to be kind of honest with them. Don't be hey, I've had a crush on you for 5 years, and yeah, but just, I don't want to say be flirtatious, but just kind of be a bit more bold, because if you don't show that bold initiative kind of thing, they just assume you're friends. And you might be a really nice, timid, shy person, which I was, but sometimes just telling them, hey, look, I really like you. I mean, at least in my opinion, that gets stuff out in the open. Or if you're just kind of hinting at that, because I mean, and granted, sometimes it won't work. Sometimes they'll be no, I'm not interested. But sometimes you have people who are oh, I kind of have liked you too. Or I didn't know. Oh, okay. At least that's my opinion. I think you have to just be a bit more bold and honest, which isn't easy for some people who are really closed inside, But at least that's my opinion. I don't know.
No, I completely agree. A lot of times, what we think is being, obvious or whatever may not be obvious to somebody else.
Exactly.
And sometimes you really just need to say, for somebody who can't understand that, like you, and I'm cool with doing all this stuff, but for thing, but I just really feel that I need to tell you that kind of thing.
Okay, Skype was derping through some of that.
Oh, well, I just had that whole spiel.
I know, right?
I expressing my emotions.
Sorry.
Tears.
I'm sorry.
No, it's alright.
No, but I heard the gist of it. That's true.
Yeah.
Because like
Basically what you said.
Yeah. Case in point, there was a girl in high school I was really into, like for a long time, like really into, and like I'm not gonna go too far into it, but just I was really into, and like she had shown some interest and then backed away and didn't really know. And just one day, like I honestly, it might have just been dumb. The more I think back, but I just sent her a message. I said, "Hey, look, I know we haven't talked in a while, but I just need to get this off my chest because it's been eating me alive." And I just told her how I had felt and some of the things, and that I didn't know what it was. And I got a response back that basically was like, "Oh my gosh, I had no idea. Like things. I kind of have a thing for you too." And it just it worked out well because I finally stepped up and just said, "Hey, this is the situation." So
yeah, I think that makes you not necessarily a better person, but it helps you out in life regardless. Like, not just in relationships, but also for other things. The boldness of it. Just saying what you feel and getting that out of the way for, future relationships. Not just with relationships, but also with friends.
Yeah, and everyone is different, and every relationship is different. There's no, like, golden key to unlock every situation. So, just the advice I have to give is play what you feel is right. And I'm going to tell you this. It's better to go out there and fall on your face, maybe, than regretting your entire life that you never did something, or regretting for a while that you never did something. Because beating yourself up over stuff you can't change is just bad. And I think that, that person, as much as you will want them, if you just don't put yourself out there at some point, or don't become more just, "Hey, look at me," you just kind of dwindle in this sorrow that you can, I don't know, get out of.
Yeah, the worst thought I think that I could have is not thinking of, oh, what if she says no, but the thought of, what if I don't say anything? What could the response would have been?
Exactly.
Rather than what could it be?
Yeah, it's like, what if I had said this then? What if I had done this? What it would have changed? And it's almost better to know where people stand than not, because just because they say no now, I mean, I'm not saying don't be like a really annoying, persistent person, but just, that can all change in time. So,
yeah, I mean, you could, if they know you're interested in, like, things change. People kind of change too. Eventually, maybe they'll realize that they kind of like you too. That sometimes attraction, isn't as obvious as we'd like it to be.
Exactly. And I mean, just as an example, like, if you were to have someone of whatever your sexual orientation is come up to you and be like, "Hey, I like you," and you're like, "Well, I don't really know how to feel about that," but then, like, throughout the rest of the time, you're like, "That person likes me," and that's in your head then. And then you think about it, and you're like, "Oh, maybe that's not so bad." And then and if they make that known, then anything you do is suddenly really noticed by them. If that, it goes from like, "Oh, friend over there is doing this," to something like, "Guy who likes me is doing this," or "Girl who likes me is doing this," and it just, you notice their actions more. And
as a callback to that, if I could find somebody like you comment, that kind of actually works for somebody who obviously doesn't know they're in the friend, or putting somebody in the friend zone. But if you say that you like them, then that kind of gets them thinking about it, and like, wow, that is exactly what I wanted, and that kind of feeling will hopefully eventually turn out to be something.
Exactly, and that's what we can all hope.
So we can
all hope. I mean, yeah. So don't worry, do not fret. It's all good. It exists, but it's not a boundary of no escape. So
no.
Anyways, guys, that will be this week's Team Fortress Friday. Thank you for, wait, I need to get like radio voice here. Thank you for joining us this week, Raider, on this amazing show. Would you like to say anything to our wonderful listeners at home?
I would. Thank you all for joining us, and don't forget to buy the D now in stores.
The D is now available. Raider's new energy drink is in stores all around the nation. Please get it. Is it in you? And just do it.
Just thank you. That is all.
Alright. Well, have a great weekend, guys, and I should be back from my trip when this goes up. But anyways, yep, so see you later. This week's a bit different. This week's a bit special. When I asked for Team Fortress Friday topics, I received a lot, and the hardest thing about doing this show is that sometimes I get topics that are cool and like I have my opinions on, but I could never stretch into a whole video, right? They're quick little answers.